reading RTC of STM32L476G Disco board. Uh, so this microcontroller has a inbuilt internal RTC real-time clock, and uh, the board also has a 32 kilohertz crystal oscillator on it for the clock accuracy. The clock can be programmed uh, using any IDE. Uh, Here I am using STM32 Cube IDE for generating initialization code and configuring it with HAL libraries, which are provided by the ST Microelectronics. So I have written this post. So first you have to create a project in STM32 Cube IDE for this particular board, and then you have to select the LSE. Okay, then you have to activate the clock source and calendar, and then you have to set the change. You can either keep the original RTC configuration, or you can modify this configuration, and after this you can generate the code which will provide you with the initialization code. This particular section says that you have to read both the time register, sub-second register and data register one by one simultaneously, because there is a chance of happening a lock up. If you do not read the time register with date register, there is a lock that will be placed on the time register and sub-second registers, which will lock their values, but the RTC will be keep running, um and only the values that you have will be read will not increment. They will only increment if you read the date register. So to prevent this lockup from happening, it is suggested to read time and date simultaneously one by one. So this is a snippet of the code that will work. So after the initialization code, IDE will create this. This will give you this initialization function, and you have to create two date, time, and date structures in which the the time and date will be stored. Uh, so the function which we use is HAL RTC get time, and we have used the HRTC as the handle for the RTC. Read time will be our read time structure, and we have set RTC format binary. Okay, so let's see all this from in action. So here we have opened our IDE, and first you have to go into clock configuration, and you have to select LSE, and LSE, by enabling the LSE as your clock source, you will be enabling the crystal. So this crystal will be enabled by selecting this LSE option over here, and then you will select the pinout configuration. In this pinout configuration, if you go into RTC, you have to check on these two options, activate clock source and activate calendar. Then you have to configure the options over here. Okay, in these I have not changed any options. Okay, uh, I have also made a small change in this pin map pinout view, which is I have enabled the PB3 PB PB3, which is over here, PB3 as JTDO SWO serial wire output, because I will be using printf for reading the value uh, to display it on the debugger window. And after that you can press over here, uh, build, which will generate the code and also build your project. So I have already built the project. So if I go into my main function, so here is the MXRTC initialization code, which is provided by the uh, integrated QMMX. And then here are the two date and time structures, and then I have placed two HAL RTC get time and HAL get date functions along with their options. So I have the options to select binary or BCD here as the format, but if you select binary, then there will be conversion happened in this function. Okay, uh, so I have written printf minute, and read it will display the minute into here, and seconds goes into the next line. Since this is printf function I am using, so I have to uh, end this by /n, otherwise it will not display the characters. So let's see it in action. Well, let's click on here debug, and then if we click on debug, it will I have added some comments, so it is telling me to recompile and save it. So if I press OK, it will compile and enable the debugger. Okay, so now my review has changed from editing the code to I have also added this SWV ITM data console. So I have to click on start trace. Okay, I will click on start trace, and I am just going to click on this F resume button. Okay, if I click on resume button, I will get the minute and seconds. So if I continue this, since this clock is running in hardware, so I can write any other functions. It is separate from other, and so as you can see, minute has been incremented to 1 after 59 second. Okay, 1 minute, then count seconds will again count down. Similarly, you can add date and hours, sub-seconds, year, month. Okay, so here I have not enabled right now the LCD. I'll be doing in future. Uh, Thank you. I have written all these details in this post. Okay, here I have given all the code, and these are the settings that I have changed. Thank you.